What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is TD Venom Defender here, and I'm back here with another live stream. You have read that title. So, in today's live stream, I'll be defending KenzieJoy230 and Black Sheep of the World 98. And finally, I'll be exposing Kadeem the King. You heard it right here, folks. This will be an interesting live stream. But anyways, the one thing I gotta say is this. Let me go on ahead and get the party started. So just give me 1 second so that way I can actually see if I can activate my live chat. Okay, here we go. That should be able to do the trick. Okay, so hopefully that there's gonna be some people who will happen to make an appearance, but I want to make sure that people will be in the live chat so that way they can actually see this. Okay, so I'm actually just, fixing some things. So hopefully that there will be some people who will happen to make an appearance and stuff like that. Because the one thing that I am going to be saying as of right now is this live stream has to be done because, it is absolutely necessary. Because one thing that I want to say as of right now is in regards to this individual, he needs to be exposed, like straight up. But anyways, other than that, I'm just gonna go on ahead and just wait for some people, for them to make an appearance because I want to make sure that I actually get this live stream done. Okay, so just give me 1 second so that way I can make sure if this seems to be the case. So I should be able to have the video up and ready. But anyways, other than that, hopefully that this live stream is gonna be, pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. So once I actually get started with this, I want to make sure that people can actually say whatever that they want to be saying though, because this live stream has to be, done. And hopefully that there's gonna be some, wait, give me 1 second. I want to make sure that there are gonna be some people, who will be watching this though. But I think more or less I'm just gonna go on ahead and just wait for some people, I am gonna be waiting, patiently just to make sure that people can actually say whatever that they want to be saying. Yep. But this live stream has to be done because for what this individual has done, he needs to be called out. As a matter of fact, he needs to be exposed because, one thing that is for certain though is we've had enough. Okay, let me see who is here, or I believe who is going to be here, right now. We've got Troll Swag 8. How's it going? Okay, so I do see you as of right now, Troll Swag, and it's actually good to see that you're actually here. So, thankfully you're just here to just, back me up and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Troll Swag, is if you want to have a chance to join the panel, then, if, he's actually going to be coming, then most likely I will send you the link, to you behind the scenes, and you are more than welcome to actually, say whatever that you want to be saying, though, of course. But anyways, going forward, let me go on ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments because this live stream has to be, done, of course, because you could say that myself and other people, we've had it. Okay, let me see what Troll Swag is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. It's no surprise that Kadeem is still running his mouth. That is the one thing that I have been noticing about Troll Swag. Like, Kadeem just doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. And it's like, myself and other people in this community, we have been moving on from him. But then here he is trying to start shit with, with people. And is this really a surprise? No, it is not. Because myself and other members in this community, we had that legal right to officially cut him off, but then he wants to make things personal just because we do not like his content. Well, newsflash, I do not like Kadeem's content, and neither does the other members. I mean, they used to, but after what he recently did, like, no. And on top of that, there is no talking things out whatsoever because It's like this. He wants to do this shit just for attention. So can I honestly say that, am I surprised about any of this? No. I honestly am not even surprised about any of this whatsoever. But anyways, I'm just gonna go on ahead and just wait for some more people just to make sure so that way they can say whatever that they want to be saying because this live stream has to be, done. So that is the one thing that I am gonna be saying though as of right now. So let me go on ahead and see if I can, try to save some of these comments because, you people are just, awesome to be interacting with. So that's the one thing that I am going to be saying going forward. So once I, get this video up and ready, hopefully that you people are going to have the ability to actually, hear it and stuff like that. But, if you people are unable to actually hear it, then I can't really say anything about that. But yeah, going back to, Kadeem, all I can really say as of right now is this guy just doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. And from what I've been actually hearing as of recently is he is making live streams though, but to be fair, they're not exactly good ones because, according to some people in this community, he's actually making drama streams. And myself and other members in this community, we do not want to associate with him whatsoever because, this guy literally offers nothing in this community whatsoever. And there is a good reason why he is banned from this community that, well, I am the leader, of course. But if there are some other members that want to, I guess you could say be neutral in this situation, then that's entirely up to them, of course. But myself and other members, we do not want to associate with them whatsoever, though. And if he cannot learn to accept that, then that is his own problem, not mine or any of the other members. Like, it is not our problem whatsoever, though. So, and if he cannot learn to accept that, then I don't even know what to tell you. But at this point, Kadeem is literally nothing but a lost cause as of right now. And, and it's like this. If he actually, wait, give me 1 second. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'll be sure if I can actually check out some comments. Okay, so to I guess you could say to some people in the live chat is most likely I'm going to be responding to his, one response, you could say. And then, I'm not even sure if he's going to be coming, but if it doesn't seem to happen, then I guess that'll be, you could say a W. So that is the one thing that I am going to be saying though as of right now. But yeah. But anyways, before I actually get started with this, response, he actually tried to start shit with, people. And you could say that being two people. Okay, so the first one is KenzieJoy230, and the second one is Black Sheep of the World 98. Which keep in mind, okay, one thing I want to say in regards to Kenzie. So Kenzie, if you're actually watching something right now, you could say that Kadeem had the nerve to bring you up like literally out of nowhere. But Kenzie, one thing that is for certain though is you made the right decision by officially cutting him off. And in regards to Black Sheep of the World 98, okay, first of all, Kadeem, Black Sheep of the World 98, he's not even on YouTube no more, thanks to you know who. And I'm not even gonna be saying what his name is, but you know what? I'll say the code name. A certain Game Man fan, made that happen though. So I'm not gonna be saying what his name is because this live stream is not about him whatsoever. So, but anyways, who really cares about Game Man fan? This live stream is not. It's not even about him. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see if I can get the video up and ready. Okay, so let me see if the video. Okay, so this should be it. Oh, and keep this in mind. I am going to be responding to it, but it's not going to be on YouTube. But for whatever strange reason. But thankfully, it's going to be on a video file. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that you people are going to be preparing because this live stream is definitely going to be happening. Yeah, it definitely is. So one thing that I'm going to be saying though as of right now is, and if Kadeem happens to be checking this live stream, then I will not be surprised whatsoever. Like I will not be surprised. Okay, so other than that, let me go on ahead and see if I can actually share my screen really quick. So let me see if this is actually the correct one. Alrighty then. Okay, so this should be it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as you people can actually see, as of right here, I actually do have, the video file up and ready. And keep this in mind, this isn't on YouTube, so thankfully, this is gonna be on a video file, and this live stream is gonna be, or yeah, well, this is a live stream. But what I meant to say as of right now is this response is gonna be something. So yeah. So if I happen to see some new people in the live chat, I'm not gonna be ignoring you. Well, I'll try not to ignore you, but this response has to be done. So I'm gonna go on ahead and respond to what he said in regards to both KenzieJoy230 and the homie Black Sheep of the Ward 98. Because what Kadeem is actually doing right now, from what I'm experiencing, is damage control. So yeah. So anyways, without any further ado, let's go on ahead and get started with the video right here, right now.
I don't give a fuck if Umbrella Robson 97 defend you, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get off my nutsack. Fuck you mean, Kenzie? Kenzie mother, like this bitch. And let me speak on this too, cause I'm just destroying every fucking body that.
Okay, let me go on ahead and stop right here. Okay, first and foremost, Kadeem, how are you destroying any of us? Because I don't see any proof whatsoever. So you can go on ahead and keep talking out of your ass as much as you want, because myself and the people in this live chat, we do not give a flying fuck about you, Kadeem. Why? Because you keep causing drama in this community, and we had enough of you. So yeah, but I'm not even surprised that you literally name dropped KenzieJoy230. And keep in mind, she made the right decision by finally cutting you off, because you keep bringing drama in this community, and not only that, but you also keep obsessing over TG Venom. So that's the main reason why we had to cut you off. But anyways, let's go on ahead and keep responding to him. Let's continue right here, right now.
That I see saying wild shit. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't been saying nothing. You know what I mean? Like this stupid bitch, right? You know, this stupid motherfucker, man. Um, she, she, whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, let me go on ahead and stop right here now. Okay, all I can really say as of right now, Kadeem, is, are you actually trying to discriminate what KenzieJoy230's gender is? If that's the case, then I'm not even surprised that you're actually doing this as of right now. And keep in mind, from my from what I've been actually observing, KenzieJoy230 is a female. You stupid fuck. So actually get that correctly though. Unless of course you actually drop out of, I don't even know, like, who knows, high school or some shit. So you might want to watch what you actually say as of right now, Kadeem, because what I'm actually hearing as of right now is you're just actually damaging yourself even further. So in other words, what you're actually doing as of right now is nothing but straight up damage control. So keep doing this, Kadeem, and you're gonna keep on losing more and more people. Anyways, let's continue.
Motherfucker, this motherfucker, man. Like first, she was cool, and then they made up some dumb shit in a group chat. You know, cause they suckers, so they can't really stand on their own too. So they need everybody else to defend them and shit like that, you know, or they go off of what other people say. Oh, I don't like Kadeem the King because he deletes his videos. Like, shut your dumb ass up, man.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. How about you make us, Kadeem? Because what you're actually doing as of right now is you're literally just talking out of your ass as of right now. Like, and where's the proof that, KenzieJoy230 is actually in a group chat? Oh, wait, there is none. Because you're actually going by he said, she said. So you can go on ahead and just keep doing this to yourself, Kadeem, because at this point, your credibility has been thrown out the window. Like it honestly is. Because it's like this: you can talk all this shit, but you cannot back up any of your claims whatsoever. So that's the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Kadeem. So why don't you actually show us proof that KenzieJoy230 is actually in a group chat? Oh wait, you can't because you don't even know how to, fully edit your content. So try again, Kadeem. But anyways, let's continue.
Now, you sound stupid as fuck. I don't care. Get the fuck out of here if you don't like me so fucking much, you dumb fuck. be the dumbest motherfuckers too, bro. Stupidest motherfuckers, bro. I swear, bro. These motherfuckers spend all day making videos about me all fucking day. I'm gonna make a video like this and like that, and I'm gonna do this. Like, bro, you taking a lot of fucking energy to make a video about a motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you, bro. I don't care. Why the fuck would I dish you? You have no subscribers, yo. You have nobody really looking at you besides the fucking trolls. Like, I don't need you to have my channel succeed, bro. Like, you can subscribe now. Like, subscribe today if you want. Unsubscribe today. Shit, if you really don't like me, and stop fucking having your notifications on when I'm dropping and shit. You know what I mean? Weird motherfuckers, man. You got her, Umbrella Lobster. You got all these other motherfuckers who are supposedly hating me, but then they subscribe and wait on me to drop a video. Like, you just the weirdest motherfuckers in the world. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and stop right here. So, where's your proof on that, Kadeem? Like, seriously, where's your actual proof on that? That that my audience are supposedly or allegedly subscribed to you. Oh wait, you don't show anything because again, you just keep proving, people's points that you just, keep making an ass out of yourself, keep making an ass out of yourself, Kadeem. So why don't you actually show us actual proof? Because as of right now, I am not even seeing not even one thing from you. So keep doing this to yourself as of right now, Kadeem. Because the more you actually do this in this community, the more you're gonna find out. And I will keep calling out your actions. And if you don't like it, tough shit, Kadeem. So that is the one thing that I am gonna be saying though. But anyways, let's go on ahead and continue with this. Okay. So anyways, here we go. Right here, right now.
Life having motherfuckers. Anyway, man. Yeah, but that's my whole thing. Just don't disrespect me, man. Or don't be just saying dumb shit, you know? Like, don't, like, my thing to people, bro, don't say something on the internet that you wouldn't say to somebody else's face, to that person's face. Because if you see that person in real life, they liable to slap the shit out you, bro. It's for real. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, you shouldn't do that. That's not a safe game to be playing just because you want to get some views and people to be on your side, you know. Weird motherfuckers. Anyway, I'm a tactical thinker. And
I'm gonna pause that right here. Wait, what? Did you literally just say that you're a tactical thinker? All I can really say as of right now is I cannot believe that Kadeem actually said that shit. It's like, really? I want to say as of right now is I can't just help but just laugh at, literally laugh as of right now because I cannot believe Kadeem literally just said that. It's like, how are you a tactical thinker when you don't even show proof in your, fucking content? And keep this in mind, most of your content is boring anyways. And you're just extremely butthurt as of right now, Kadeem, because, you could say that my subscribers slash supporters, they used to support you, but now they are supporting me now. And if you cannot accept that, then tough shit. Anyways, let's continue.
in the sense that fighting and defending myself and shit, I'm already thinking it, premeditating this shit because I know how it could go. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker cool with everybody in his kitchen, nigga. If me and this nigga really get into it, I'm gonna have to worry about him, and him. You know what I mean? Black sheep of the world. You've been trying to get my goddamn you've been trying to get my attention for like years now, bro. You are desperate, bro. Black sheep, bro. You are a desperate individual, bro. I seen your videos, man. That shit was whack though.
Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and stop right here. Okay, first and foremost, Kadeem, where's your proof? Like, where is like literally the actual proof that Black Sheep of the World 98 makes some bad content? Oh wait, you don't have any proof whatsoever. And keep in mind, Kadeem, my homie Black Sheep of the World 98 makes way better content than you will ever do. or B, whatever. So all I can really say as of right now is I will be informing Black Sheep of the Word 98 about this on Discord. So I'm not quite sure when Black Sheep will be available, but I will let him know about this. He may not be on YouTube no more, but I will be informing him about this. And all I can really say as of right now, Kadeem, is Black Sheep, he can easily destroy your ass. So just keep on doing damage control because you're just doing this shit to yourself. But anyways, let's go on ahead and continue.
I mean, but that shit was trash, so I never responded. Like, and I'm not gonna respond. Like, until you make me, bro. No, well, shit, you got timed out. Hey, look, until you make me like proud, like damn, I gotta respond to this dude. Like, you don't do that though. Like your videos are repetitive as fuck, and you keep saying the same shit. I'm a scammer. Okay, who cares now? I'm a scammer. Okay, what else you gonna bring up? Oh, he didn't show up at McDonald's. Like what? Like y'all have nothing else. Y'all bring up shit from the past because y'all have nothing. Y'all have nothing left to go on. You know what I mean? It be stupid shit. And it'd be like, bro, you wouldn't have showed up at McDonald's, nigga. I'm not gonna show up in no cold fucking nigga. It's fucking freezing outside. It's Michigan, nigga. It's cold as fuck. Nobody you gonna show up for a fight at fucking McDonald's so they can call the police on our dumb asses while we fighting and we go to jail. Like, it ain't gonna even make sense. Y'all ain't even pay for this shit. If you would have paid for the brawl for it all, if y'all would have, if everything would have went as I was planning it to go, and y'all niggas would have paid like fucking $10 for a fucking brawl for it all fight. We would have did that shit. Like each of y'all, like it could be 200-300 of y'all watching that shit, man. We split a bag, you know what I mean? And we make some money off that shit and get views and content off that shit. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking about. But y'all motherfuckers was thinking different. Y'all not really um business people. Y'all are just like regular people who take shit to heart on the internet. Like nigga, I don't nigga y'all niggas really think I give a damn if a motherfucker make a million videos on me? I don't care. Nigga, make another one. Shit, you ain't doing nothing but promoting my channel. Thank you. Shit, cause I don't feel like doing videos like that anyway. So say something else, you stupid motherfucker. And then when I diss your dumb ass, don't be crying. Oh, he went too far. He talked about my grandma. Fuck your grandma, nigga.
Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead and stop right here. So this is the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Kadeem. So, since you literally just said, fuck your grandma, why don't we actually talk about that incident where you actually did this to my grandfather? And keep this in mind, Kadeem, unlike you, I don't disrespect my grandparents, unlike you. Because from what I've been actually hearing, and I also heard recently that you made a YouTube short, and I'm not even surprised that you actually disrespect your own grandmother. And keep in mind, I actually do have a grandmother, but unlike you, Kadeem, I don't disrespect her. I actually treat her with respect, something that you do not know how to do. So you're just proving people's points that you actually just disrespect people in general, especially elderly people. So you have no room to talk, Kadeem. Anyways, let's go on ahead and continue right here, right now.
Nigga, fuck your grandma and anybody else with you, nigga. Nigga, that's what I don't understand. It's not that I'm a heartless individual. It's just that, bro, I know a motherfucker could be heartless to me. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate everybody coming through. Get this video a like. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, man. I appreciate all the real ones, man, who stay tuned, who stay watching. AC Walker, I see you, homie. You know what I mean? Kenzie, I see you. You a fan in denial, you know what I mean? Glorilla fan page, what up? What's that? Um UJB UJGB the two. What up? What's up, official T Murdoch? I see you, homie. It's your boy Kadeem the King. I'm out of here, man. I'll probably produce some videos today. Probably drop some shit today or something. Check out the videos that y'all haven't seen, bro. Y'all ain't been watching my uploads, man. So there's a couple uploads out there. Go check them out. I know y'all don't like that shit, man, cause I like them. Yo, if I like them, I know you gonna like them. You know what I mean? I'm my biggest critic. Anyway.
Okay, let me go on ahead and stop right here. So, did you literally just call yourself like you are your biggest critic? It's like, what are you actually trying to say as of right now, Kadeem? Because as of right now, I'm pretty sure that you are just flat out boring me and my audience in the live chat. So anything that you're actually doing as of right now is your credibility keeps getting thrown out the window, Kadeem. That is the best way that I can actually describe you, because it's I just feel like any word that you say, it just comes off as repetitive. You do not know how to speak proper English, and you're just flat out boring. Like you honestly are. Like you're literally just boring me and my audience in the live chat, because you keep doing this shit to yourself, Kadeem. So at this point, you have no room to be talking whatsoever. But anyways, let's go on ahead and just continue with this right here, right now.
Anyway, hit this video like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Kadeem the King, and I'm out of here with a motherfucking W. You know we on one team, Kadeem family. Salute everybody out there. Yeah, they want to cry when they get called out on there. Meanwhile, I'm going too far by talking about you or whatever you got going on. But it's cool for you motherfuckers to dox my address and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all weird as fuck.
Okay, so that's pretty much, the end of his so-called, response. All I can really say as of right now is that has got to be the most garbage response that I have ever checked out in my entire life. So normally this stuff would be on YouTube, but I guess I decided to show this on a video file. But yeah, pretty much this response is no different. Like it honestly is no different whatsoever. And anything that Kadeem does, he pretty much is just flat out burying himself as of right now, like straight up. But anyways, I think most likely I'm gonna go on ahead and stop sharing my screen and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, give me 1 second, and I'm gonna see if I can stop sharing my screen. So let me see if I can make this happen. Okay, so this should be it. Okay. Anyways, I just stopped sharing my screen. So, anyways, all I can really say as of right now is that response was just flat out pathetic. And anything that Kadeem does is like he's a total fucking idiot. Like he honestly is. So, anyways, one thing that I want to say as of right now is in regards to, wait, give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so I do believe that there's some new people in the live chat, but I do apologize, but I wanted to get that out of the way first. So hopefully that, you people were able to hear the audio correctly and stuff like that, because, I wanted to get that off my chest really quick. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, since the people are actually watching this right now, Kadeem is also triggered because I'm using this name, by the way. So and you could say one time that I do believe that I used his name. He got so triggered that I used it, and you know, in all honesty, I don't care. It's like go on ahead, keep getting triggered, Kadeem, because one thing that I want to say as of right now is I am defending TD Venom. So that whole beef that you have with TD Venom, people are still gonna bring it up regardless, because you just love to keep, talking all this shit. So yeah. So keep doing what you're doing as of right now, because you keep doing this to yourself. But anyways, I pretty much said what I needed to say. So yeah. Keep in mind that response wasn't even all that long. If I'm gonna be like honest with you people in the live chat, that response really wasn't that long whatsoever. But anyways, if people want to have a chance to, I'm just saying if, I think I might let some of my friends know about this if they want to have a chance to, I guess you could say join though, but who knows. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see if I can try to get to some of the comments really quick. So to the people in the live chat, I apologize, but I wanted to get that off my chest really quick. So hopefully that you people can actually understand where I'm actually coming from. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and just have a chit chat with you people for really quick, and then most likely I'm gonna go on ahead and just I guess you could say that I might just consider letting you people in. Wait, hold on one second. I do believe I'm receiving a DM really quick. Wait, hold on. Why are my DMs not working? Okay, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna check it out from my other device. Give me one second. Okay, I'm not gonna write too much about what's going on. I'm just not. But as of right now, that response wasn't even all that long though. Like I really thought at one point it was gonna be like a long response though, but thankfully I was able to say what I needed to say though. So that is the one thing that that I have been noticing though. Wait, let me see if I can get to some people's comments really quick because what you people are actually saying as of right now is actually like pretty true. So, and if I happen to miss some responses, then I do apologize. But I think most likely, wait, give me one second, really quick. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see if I can. I might consider just saving this comment though, but in a little while though. Okay, so there should be some new people in the live chat, so give me one second, and I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can get to some new people. Okay, let's see who is in my live chat, or I believe who is going to be in my live chat. Hey Jay, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, J Dog. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But anyways, J Dog, since you're actually here as of right now, is you just missed it. So I just responded to Kadeem's so-called response, on a video file. So you could say this was a live stream, but now it's a video file. I mean, normally I would respond this on YouTube, but I had to do this on video file format. And keep this in mind that video file, it wasn't even all that long. Like it honestly just wasn't. But I guess this is the first time that I'm actually doing a response, that's not on YouTube, which I'm actually like, surprised. So that's the one thing that I am gonna be saying. Oh, okay, J Dog. Well, that's actually good to hear that you are fully aware about, what's been going on and stuff like that. But yeah, getting back to what I was gonna say as of right now is this guy literally wants to talk all this shit, and we're just calling him out by his actions. Like we honestly are. Like sooner or later, Kadeem needs to fully realize that the majority, yes, this is the one thing that I want to say as of right now is the members in this community, the majority of them they want nothing to do with Kadeem. I mean, there are some members that are going to remain neutral, but one thing that I want to say as of right now is some of the members they just cannot keep defending him whatsoever because we're just calling out his actions, and Kadeem will probably most likely say, "Oh, we're going to cyberbully him," when that's not even the case. Yep. But at the same time, if Kadeem literally says, and I quote, "Oh, I'm getting cyberbullied," at this point, you are no different than, you know what? I'm gonna say this for one time for context purposes. You are no different than fucking gay man fan. Like you honestly, you are so not different from him whatsoever. And I had some, conversations with people about this behind the scenes, and I can honestly say that Kadeem and the so-called gay man fan, they are one in the same. So, in other words, they are exactly the same person. Yep. But at the same time, I'm gonna do my I'm gonna do my best to not mention, gay man fan because keep this in mind to the people in the live chat. this live stream is not about him whatsoever. No, this live stream is about Kadeem because, oh, keep this in mind. This response that I actually found out, it actually happened recently this week. So let me check on the dates really quick. So this so-called response actually happened on Sunday. So by that logic, it happened like 3 days ago. So this response that Kadeem just made, it actually happened just recently. So yeah. So one thing that I want to say as of right now is I am not going to stay silent about this whatsoever. And one thing that I will be saying though as of right now is if I find out if Kadeem is trying to start shit with members in this community again, I'm going to keep, calling out his actions. Like it's going to happen again. And if Kadeem is not going to learn to accept that, then, he's going to keep, digging his own grave, and he'll end up making things tougher for himself. Because one thing that I want to say as of right now is he wants to claim that he's a king in this community. Which, keep in mind, we don't go by kings or queens. We go by leaders or possibility founders. But one thing that I want to say in regards to that is we go by leaders. I mean, we could say the word founders, but for me personally, I would just go with leaders. You could say. But at least for the most part, I know how to, do things correctly in my own community. What do you do, Kadeem? You do nothing but start shit with people. And not only that, you also want to get certain people involved in your so-called, quote unquote battle with TD Venom. But keep in mind, we are choosing TD Venom over you because at least TD Venom can actually show proof, unlike you, Kadeem. So that so-called battle that you tried to challenge TD Venom, it failed miserably. Like it honestly did. And you could try to go after TD Venom again, and if that happens, I will be defending TD Venom. And if you also try to go after the members in this community, I will be defending them also. So it will happen. So that is the one thing that I am going to be saying though going forward. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see if I can get to some, comments really quick. Because wait, are there some people in the comments? Okay, so I think most likely I'll get to some people in the comments in a bit though, but I just want to just go on ahead and just get my points across. Yep. But hopefully, like if there are some people, in the live chat, hopefully that you people are just enjoying this as of right now because this live stream has to be done. Like it honestly does. Yep. But anyways, give me 1 second really quick so that way I can keep saying my points across because what I'm actually saying right now is actually like pretty true. Okay, so one thing that I want to say in regards to the homie Black Sheep of the World 98, I don't think he'll be in the live chat because of what happened on that, particular incident. But if KenzieJoy230 happens to watch this live stream, okay, Kenzie, if you're actually watching this right now, I will be, or as a matter of fact, I am defending you from Kadeem. And if Kadeem happens to do this shit again to the point where he gets you involved, in a so-called battle with TD Venom, just let me know and I will be handling this because I am the leader in this community, not Kadeem. So in a way, I can even say that I'm actually trying to be a better leader in this community, unlike Kadeem. So yeah, but anyways, in regards to Black Sheep of the Ward 98, I will let him know about this, and I'm pretty sure that he's not going to be happy of what Kadeem has said though. So yeah. So one thing that I am going to be saying though as of right now is I will be informing Black Sheep of the Ward 98 about this. Yep. And I really hope that Black Sheep of the Ward 98 gets to come back on YouTube. Well, here's the thing, people. I can't really force Black Sheep of the Ward 98 to come back though, but that's entirely up to him of what he actually wants to be doing though. So at this point, I can't really force him, but if he wants to be on other social media platforms, then I can actually, respect his, decision, of course. So yeah. I mean, who knows? I might consider make like a hashtag or even a campaign hashtag to try to bring back Black Sheep, but keep in mind I can't really force him at the end of the day because it's his own personal choice, though. But who knows? But never say never, though. So all we can really do right now is just wait and see if Black Sheep will ever come back to YouTube. So, but keep in mind, I can't force him whatsoever. But that's entirely up to him of what he wants to be doing. Yep. But anyways, hopefully that if people are watching this as of right now, hopefully that some of you people, or rather that you people are just watching this, are enjoying this live stream. Yes, you're watching this, but hopefully that you're just enjoying this. And I've already said what I needed to say, and it turns out that response wasn't even all that long. It honestly wasn't. Yep. But keep this in mind. If I find out if Kadeem is trying to do this shit again, especially if he's gonna try to have certain members, in a so-called battle with TD Venom, then I'm gonna keep, calling out. Yes, I am gonna keep calling out his actions. And if he doesn't seem to like that, then most likely he'll be playing the victim, and he'll just do this to himself. Yep, he'll keep looking like a complete asshole at the end of the day. Yep, he'll keep making an ass out of himself. Yep. So, anyways, one thing that I want to say in regards to the people in the live chat is if people are want to have a chance to be joining, then most likely I might consider just sending the link, you could say. So I'm gonna go on ahead and see if some people want to have a chance to be joining. Not right now though, but in a little while though. So I do believe there's like at least like four people or so. But if you four people in the live chat want to have a chance to join, then most likely I'll be able to send the link out, and then you people can say whatever that you want to say in regards to Kadeem, of course. Yep. But I'm just pretty surprised as of right now that response. If I'm gonna be honest with you, people, that was actually the shortest response that I've ever had to do. Okay, let me see who's in my live chat, or I believe who is going to be in my live chat. We've got Adrian M. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Adrian M. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. So that is the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Adrian M. But anyways, Adrian M, since you're actually here in my live chat, I can't believe it's been like a while. You could say it's been like a mad while since I've last heard from you. Yep. But keep in mind, Adrian M, I don't have an issue with you whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure that you have been like a subscriber slash supporter of mine, which I honestly don't mind whatsoever. But Adrian M, you're always welcome in my live chat at any time. Like that's the one thing that I want to say in regards to you. Okay. So, anyways, to the people that are watching this right now, I'll put this in the live chat. So, I think most likely that that is, I think that's the time that when I will let you people into the streamer panel. So it's up to you of what you actually want to be doing though. So, but in a little while, most likely I will send the streamer. Yes, I will send the link out in a little while. Yes, you guessed it, the streamer link. Yep. So I might consider setting it like somewhat early though, but let's just go on ahead and just keep this conversation going though. So I do notice that there is some new people in the live chat. So yeah. Okay, so to some of the new people in the live chat, if you just want to be neutral in the situation, that's fine though. But sooner or later, you people have to realize that Kadeem, he is not a good person to be around. Like he honestly isn't. Like he is just overall an awful human being. And any response that he does, you could say it'll be his downfall. And he will have no one to blame but himself. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be something new really quick. So, but anyways, to I guess to some people in the live chat, yes, to some people in the live chat, if you want to have a chance to join, then that's up to you. Okay, so just give me 1 second, really quick. Okay, let me go on ahead and see if I can get this ready though, really quick. And It's up to you people if you want to have a chance to, be joining. Yep. Or some of you people. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick. So yeah. Okay, so most likely I might be able to get to this comment really quick. So I can actually agree where it's actually coming from. Kadeem the drama channel. I think that's what you said, or what I believe you said. Yeah, but keep this in mind, the majority of Kadeem's content is just nothing but straight up drama because that's what he's known to be doing, though, of course. And keep in mind, one thing that I want to say in regards to Kadeem is I'm pretty sure that he even admitted it himself that he is a hip hop head and not a very good one. Like he honestly isn't. And also to the people in the live chat, or yes, to some people in the live chat, is he's known to be, being into like rap music, and from what I've been hearing, he's into like mumble rap. And I guess you could say that his biggest female rapper is Cardi B, which keep in mind, who would want to listen to Cardi B? It's like I can't even take him all that seriously. Okay, let me see if I can do this comment. Okay, okay. I think most likely I can agree with this one. This is what I believe you're saying. Kadeem, the king of scammer. Okay, all I can really say as of right now is that is actually a good one that you actually call him that. The king of scammers. I mean, what can I say? I mean, that should be like his new name, of course, because it's funny. All I can really say as of right now is it's just funny that that you actually call him that. And I wouldn't recommend people actually making a deal with Kajim because, even if you try to make a deal, it's like, he'll take your money and he'll use it. And he will not, he'll use it for his own purposes. Anyways, let me go on ahead and see what J Dog is going to be saying. Yes, let me see what he's going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. I'm a way better hip hop head. I agree where you're coming from, Jada. Like, I can actually agree where you're actually coming from. That at least you listen to the regular hip hop music, unlike Kadeem. Because when it comes to Kadeem, he just wants to listen to is like the mumble rap. It's like, can I say that as of right now? Okay, this is one thing I want to say as of right now. It's like, who would want to listen to mumble rap in the year of 2025? Because that music has been going on for like years. I don't even enjoy it, and like none of us actually enjoy it because it's just flat out noise at this point. Like it honestly is. Like I cannot even, say what it is. Anyways, let me go on ahead and see what Adrian I'm gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Or give me 1 second. I can actually agree with this one. He's a hip hop stan. That part I'm gonna have to agree with you on because, he's known to be doing that. Okay, let me see if I can get to some other comments really quick because, I do appreciate that, you people are just expressing yourself, and that's the one thing that I actually like about, yeah, that's what I actually like about you people in the live chat. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick because I happen to see some, comments really quick, and I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can get to these other comments. Yep. Okay, so I happen to see this one. Okay, so Adrian M, I will get your comment in just a bit, but most likely I'm gonna get to this one really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Jay is a better hip hop head. Yes, I have to agree where you're actually coming from. That J Dog is actually like a better hip hop head than Kadeem will ever be because at least for Jay, he's not into this whole mumble rap music. Because what can I say? It's like, who would want to listen to mumble rap in the year of well, obviously, which is this year? It's like nobody wants to listen to that garbage. Like nobody really wants to listen to that. Yep. Okay. So give me 1 second, and I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can get to Adrian M's comment really quick. So yeah. Okay. So this should be it. Okay. Let's see what Adrian M is going to be saying right now. Kadeem's kingdom is basically dead. I have to agree where you're coming from, Adrian M, because So, oh, by the way, keep in mind, Adrian. So at one point, I'm actually going to tell you how it is, and I'm not even going to bullshit you with this one. So at one point, Kadeem literally wants to make this entire community, Kadeem's kingdom or some shit like that. Which keep in mind, that's gonna be the most cringiest name I have ever heard. If you want to go out of your way and actually call this entire community Kadeem's kingdom, it's like that's got to be the most stupidest name I have ever heard. Like it honestly is. But let me see if I can get to this other this comment. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let me see what this person gonna say, or what I believe this person gonna be saying. He treats hip hop like a god and treat pop and other music genre like a demon. Okay, one thing that I want to say in regards to that is, yeah, he's known to be doing that. That he wants to treat hip hop like it's a god, but if it comes to like other genres, then yes, other music genres, he treats them like a demon. So that's not cool of what he's actually been doing. But let me go on ahead and see if I can get to some of these comments really quick. So, and I would appreciate, I do appreciate the comment, but I would appreciate if some of the comments can actually be slowed down a bit, of course. Yep. Okay, so give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so I happen to see, J Dog's comment. Okay, let me see what J Dog is going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. I listen to actual better hip hop instead of trash like Cardi B and Ice Spice and all that other crap. I honestly don't blame you, J Dog. Like, if I'm gonna say it how it is, I honestly don't blame you that you actually like to listen to, better hip hop rather than trash like, Cardi B and Ice Spice. Oh, by the way, I actually want to get to that really quick. So Kadeem wants to literally simp for, both Cardi B and Ice Spice combined. Which keep in mind, they are not pretty whatsoever, and their music is just flat out horrible. But I would say that Ice Spice is like slightly tolerable. Cardi B, on the other hand, she's a fucking nut job. Like straight up, she really is a nut job. Okay, let me go on ahead and see if I can get to this comment really quick. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe he's gonna be saying. Kadeem's kingdom has fallen. I have to agree where you're actually coming from. But at the same time, I mean, we should all be glad that, Kadeem tried to, make this entire community about him, but his own community, it was a major flop because nobody wants to associate with him whatsoever because, there are like so many better, people in this community. So that is the one thing that I do want to be saying going forward. So, anyways, one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is okay, give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so I happen to see some new comments, but let me go on ahead and see if I can, get to these comments, and then most likely I'll get to these new ones. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so let me go on ahead. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying right now, or I believe he's gonna be saying. I don't know who called that name. Kadeem's Kingdom. Okay, so the one thing I want to say as of right now is I don't even know who would want to say that. It's like, why would you want to call that community, or this community, Kadeem's Kingdom? Which keep in mind, like, thankfully, we have like way better names than this one will ever be. It's like Kadeem's Kingdom is like, what's it gonna call it? Like KK Community or some shit? But At the same time, let's just be glad that nobody wants to join that community whatsoever. But that community was nothing but a major flop, and thankfully we've got this one, and we have other communities that are like so much more better. So that is the one thing that I want to be saying though going forward. Anyways, let's see who's in my live chat, or I believe who's in my live chat. We've got Slim, Caden, the Rancher 2.0. How's it going? Okay, so this is what you're saying, or what I believe you are saying. First time here, Kadeem is literally a nothing burger. Okay, so that is the one thing I can actually agree with you on. But anyways, welcome to my live chat. Slim Caden the Rancher 2.0, but I'm pretty certain that I'm going to be calling you Caden for short. But anyways, this is literally like your first time in my live chat. So, but anyways, it's good to see that we have like a new person in the live chat. Like I'm just like surprised as of right now. But anyways, Caden, since you're actually here in my live chat, you could say whatever that you want to be saying though. Yep. Okay, let me see what the person's going to be saying or what I believe he's going to be saying. Yep, Kadeem does nothing in his life. That is the one thing I can actually agree with you on because he literally offers nothing in his community whatsoever. Like literally anything he does, he just offers nothing whatsoever. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some, new comments. And in a little while, I will be sending the StreamYard link in a bit because I want to make sure that you people are actually gonna be saying your piece whatsoever. Yes, because I want to have the chance to let people say whatever that they want to say though. So one thing that I want to say though, so right now is if you people want to speak your experience with Kadeem, then you have that opportunity to do so. Yep. Because myself and the members in this community, we're just flat out tired with Kadeem's bullshit. We honestly are. Yep. But anyways, so let me see how many people are actually in the live chat just to make sure. So I should be able to check it out right now. Okay, so from what I'm actually seeing right now, so it should be about like at least 4 people though. So most likely I will be inviting those 4 people, but if they want to have a chance to join, but if they don't want to, then I'm not going to be forcing them though. But I want to have the chance to let people say whatever that they want to say in regards to Kadeem. So thankfully, I was able to get that response out there. Well, this is a response, but thankfully, I was able to respond this on video file format or whatever you want to call it. So this is like the very first time that I'm doing a response not on YouTube but on a video file format. So I'm just like really surprised that I had to be doing that. Yep. Okay, let me see if I can put this in the live chat. Give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so I'll go on ahead and put this. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so to the people in the live chat, I guess that should be the time limits to make sure when I'll be able to invite you people, and then you people are more than welcome to say whatever that you want to be saying, though, of course. And I think most likely I'll be able to set the link out. So let me see how am I going to be doing this because I want to make sure that you people get the link, of course, and you people are going to be saying your piece on this. Yep. So thankfully I was able to say whatever that I needed to say. So yeah. But anyways, one thing I want to say in regards to you, Kaden, is I'm pretty sure that you missed the majority of this live stream, but I've already responded to Kadeem's video file format. But you're more than welcome to check out more of this live stream if you actually want to, though. But I've already said what I needed to say. So, but if I find out if Kadeem tries to start shit with people, and yes, in regards to other people, especially, and I will say that for kind of purposes, especially one Sonny the Scene Girl, then I will be calling out his actions again. Yep. I'm gonna keep on doing it. Like if I find out if it keeps doing all this bullshit, then it will be happen. It will happen. Oh, and by the way, Kaden, since you're actually here in the live chat, Kadeem gets so butthurt and triggered because, I'm going by this name now. So if you actually look very closely into my, profile picture, I'm actually going by TD Venom Defender now. And by the way, every time, you know, I use his name, especially in front of Kadeem, he gets so triggered and buttered because I'm using it. And I never thought that it would be working though. Like I can't help but just laugh at him. Yep. But anyways, other than that, it's just so hilarious that I end up using this name, and then he gets so butthurt and triggered, or triggered and butter, whatever you want to call it. Yep. So, anyways, give me 1 second, really quick, and most likely I'll be able to provide this link really quick because I want to make sure that you people have a chance to say whatever that you want to be saying, though, of course. And by the way, if Kadeem happens to respond to yes, if he happens to respond to this live stream, then most likely, well, it depends on what he's actually going to be saying, but most likely I'm not going to be responding to it. But, the way I see it, the only time that I will be responding you know, if he happens to start shit with members in his community, then I will be able to make a response. But if it's just, in regards to me, then most likely I'm not going to be worried too much about that. Yep. So I would say as of right now is I've already said what I needed to say, and yeah. But I just never thought that, I would have some new people, in my live chat, of course, and not only that, and I just never thought that, some of these new people, even they that don't even like Kadeem. Like they honestly don't though. But one thing that I am gonna be doing though, and hopefully that it will happen though, is most likely I'm gonna have a talk with certain members in this community because here's the thing. Yes, they can be neutral, but at the end of the day, they cannot keep defending Kadeem's actions. Like no, like enough is enough. Yep. Okay, let me see what Slim Caden, the Rancher 2.0, going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Kadeem gets butthurt, and it proves he is a crybaby. I have to agree where you're coming from, Caden, because what you're actually saying as of right now is nothing but facts, though. But Caden, from what I've been hearing, though, I'm not quite sure if you made a respond in regards to Kadeem, though. But if you happen to make your own response, though, then most likely I'll happen to check that out, though. But who knows? But I think most likely I'll check out more of your content, though, and we're gonna have to wait and see. Or what I meant to say is I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I could check out more of your content, though. But if you happen to make a response to Kadeem, Caden, then most likely I will be able to check out your content, though. Yep. So that's the one thing that I am gonna be saying, though. But let me go on ahead and see what the person going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. I agree. Gold Spear needs to step up. I have to agree where you're coming from. Like, okay, one thing I want to say in regards to the Gold Spear community is I had to leave that community because of what's been going on, and certain members within that community they are defending Kadeem the King when in reality it shouldn't happen whatsoever. But thankfully, in Umbrella Spear community, we're calling out his actions because it's about time that this community we need to actually step up. And thankfully, in regards to Umbrella Spirit community, we are actually doing the right thing by actually calling out his actions, like we honestly are. So that is the one thing that I want to say going forward. But anyways, let me see what the person is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Kadeem needs to go away. We don't want him anymore. I have to agree where you're actually coming from because as of right now, we want nothing to do with Kadeem whatsoever. I mean, think about it. It's like we really want nothing to do with them whatsoever. We're doing everything we can to make sure that we move on from him. But at the same time, it's like when stuff like this happens, I have to make a response to him. Like it needs to happen. because the shit that Kadeem has been doing as of lately, like, is not gonna fly with us whatsoever. And especially one thing that I am not going to tolerate whatsoever is I am not going to let this scamming princess get KenzieJoy230 involved in his so-called quote unquote battle with TD Venom. When that happens, I will respond to Kadeem, whether he likes it or not. Because he is not going to get certain members in this community involved against the so-called battle with TD Venom. Like, it is not going to happen whatsoever. So let me go on ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments really quick, because in a little while, you could say in a little bit, or rather, most likely I'm going to go on ahead and set the streamer link in a bit, so that way people are going to be saying whatever that they want to be saying, though, of course. But let me go on ahead and see if some people are actually active really quick behind the scenes, so that way, they're able to say, so that way they can say whatever that they want to say. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see. Wait, hold on one second. Okay, one thing I want to say as of right now is I'm not trying to change the topic and stuff like that, but is it just me, or are some people in the live chat are trying to mention these mention this other individual? Okay, I'm only gonna say for content purposes. I'm not going to dwell too much into the quote unquote caveman, because I said this once and I will say it again. The caveman has already been brutally destroyed by Braxton Lenny. So at the same time, let's just not, get too into, you know what I mean. I'm not even gonna say what it is though. But keep us in mind, this live stream is not, it's not even about him anyway. It's about, Kadeem the King, of course. So, and if Kadeem happens to, find this live stream that I'm doing as of right now, and if he happens to respond to it, then most likely I'm not going to be caring about him whatsoever, because what I'm actually doing as of right now is I'm literally just calling out his actions. And if he doesn't like it, then tough shit. That's the one thing that I want to say going forward, though. Yep. Okay, let me see what the person's going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. Yeah, like, I can actually agree. It's like, let's just, I mean, this live stream, we're only focusing on Kadeem, though. I mean, I understand if you people want to have a chance to, say your piece on other individuals, but let's try not to do that, though, really quick, because this live stream is not even, about, him whatsoever. Yeah, it's not even about like other individuals, though. Yep. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see if I actually did get the streamer link ready, and I'll be able to, let you people in. No problem. So give me one second, really quick. Okay, so anyways, to the people that are watching something right now, hopefully that you people are gonna be, down to be joining. Okay, so give me one second, really quick. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I think most likely I'm gonna go on ahead and set the streamer link as of right now. So let me go on ahead and check it out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so anyway, to the people in the live chat, check on Facebook. I should be able to send it on that one, group chat really quick. So, yeah. So, anyways, to the people in the live chat, and I'm actually referring to, my friends, of course, go on ahead and check out, the DMs on Facebook, and you should be able to check out that link, though, really quick. So, anyways, you should be able to check it out, and hopefully that, you will be joining, though. But if, you people are not going to have a chance to be joining, though, then I can't really force you people at the end of the day. But, that's up to you what you actually want to be doing, though, of course. Yep. But anyways, go on ahead and just check out your DMs really quick, and I'll be able to invite you, no problem. And I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can send it to other people, of course. Okay, let me go on ahead and see if I can let these people in, and if they want to have a chance to be joining, then that's entirely up to them. Okay, let me invite this person really quick. Wait, I think this is the wrong one. Okay, so hopefully this should be able to do it. Okay, so hopefully that the people in the live chat are gonna have a chance to be joining though, but hopefully that my friends will have the chance to be joining though. But if they are unable to, then I really can't, force them though. So let me see if I could try to find them or so. Okay, so okay, here we go. This should be it. Okay, and now I'm gonna go on ahead and try to set into this other person really quick. Okay, so hopefully this should be able. Hopefully this is the right one. All right, here we go. That should be it. So, anyways, it's up to my friends if they want to have a chance to be joining though, but that's entirely up to them though. I mean, it's optional for them, but that's entirely up to them of what they actually want to be doing though. Yep. And I might consider sending it to like other social media platforms, but I want to go on ahead and see if this is, if it is going to be the right one. Yep. Because, my friends should be able to have it though. But just to make sure, I could possibility, try it again just to make sure. Yep. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see if I can make sure if they actually got the link though really quick. And, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so hopefully that they will be able to arrive shortly though in a bit. Yep. Okay, so my friends should be able to have it though, and I'm gonna go on ahead and send it to another individual, and hopefully, they'll be able to get it as well. Okay, and what just happened just now? Okay, first, okay, for some strange reason, this is not working. Okay, let me try another one really quick. Okay, I'll go on ahead and try this one. All right, there we go. That should be able to do it. Yep. But anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see if there's some people backstage though really quick. So, but if there's not really like any people, then I don't even know. Let me just go on ahead and see. Anyways, let me clear out my DM so that way I can see if there's some people backstage really quick. So yeah. Oh, okay then. Okay, so this should be a surprise though. So I'm gonna go on ahead and let this person in, and this person is actually a good friend of mine, which I have no issues with, and this is going to be quite a surprise. And if he wants to say like my usual catchphrase, then I guess I'll go on ahead and just let him. I mean, to be fair, I mean it's just so funny that whenever me and him actually use, the catchphrases with each other or whatever. Yep. But let me go on ahead and see if this is actually him really quick. Okay, it is actually him. So hopefully that everything is actually looking good for him. So yeah. So hopefully that my friends were able to get this the streamer link. So anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go on ahead and let this person in. So anyways, here we go. I will start the procedure. Okay, here we go. Transfer the Funny Guy 9000. Scanner the Funny Guy 9000. Virtualization.
Hey, what's up?
Why, hello there, funny guy. How's your fluffiness of a day?
Doing good. Alright, see you later, Brick.
Wait, what did you say, funny guy?
I said, alright, see you later, Brick. He says, bye, guys.
Oh, okay then. But anyways, funny guy, since you're actually here as of right now, so what is your thoughts on this so-called scamming princess that likes to start shit with people?
It's crazy.
Yep, all I can really say as of right now is nothing about this is actually surprising. So that's the one thing that I want to say though. But oh, by the way, we have another person here. Okay, I'll let him in here right now. Okay, here we go. Transfer JDog, scanner JDog, virtualization.
What's up?
Yo,
AJ,
Hey.
what's up, man?
what up? What is up? What is up?
Not
Nothing
that
much,
much.
man. I'm just gonna be here real quick because I'm at the gym right now. I'm just gonna be here for a little bit.
Alright. You're a way better hip hop head.
So yeah, so yeah. Thank you. Yep. I know I've been hitting the gym lately, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of I know a lot of way better rappers than mumble rap. But yeah, honestly, this dude treats hip hop like it's the best genre ever in history of music.
Yeah. All I can really say as of right now is he has a habit of doing that. But anyways, J Dog, so what's your whole
Yeah,
thoughts on, I want to say this. What's your thoughts on this so-called scamming princess that's starting shit? So what's your thoughts on that?
no surprise.
Yeah, no surprise.
He always does this, like for real, bro.
Yeah, all he does is make drama videos.
But yeah,
Yep.
what was about to say? What was about to say? I'm trying to think. Damn. But yeah, not all of rap music is good. Not all rap music is perfect. Even back then, because you got crap like Vanilla Ice, and what's his face? What's his face? I don't know. Damn. I trying to think. MC Hammer's kind of corny.
Uh,
What else? MC Hammer's kind of corny. Um, I don't know. I don't know. There's barely. Oh yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I don't know. I don't know. There's a couple of other crappy artists back then, rap artists back then. But yeah, not only that, but not all new artists are good. There's some we got, and plus most of today's rap sucks. We got mumble rap crap and stuff. You know, I'm trying not to be too loud.
exactly. Yeah, the
But
Oompa
yeah,
guy. What? Who's Oompa? Which not sure what you mean by that.
Okay. So one thing that I want to say though, as of right now is, thankfully I'm just enjoying this live stream as of right now. But and keep in mind that response that I actually did, I would have invited people in, but keep in mind that response was actually pretty short.
Oh. Oh, okay, Rage Master. Oh, I see.
but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, not all rap is good. There's some good. Let's be honest. Most of today's rap is garbage. You know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not about decades or years. I'm about talent. The point of today's music is not about years or decades. It's about talent.
Yeah, it's about talent. It's about
Not
quality.
about decades or how many times it's played or whatever.
It's about
Or
the
how much hype.
quality.
It's a, yeah, it's about quality and talent.
Yeah. Like artists are here
That's the
for the
point of our
quality and yeah,
that's the
real.
point of that's the point of our
Yeah,
rants. Not about real or fake. It's about talent. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
The reason why we listen to more music back then, listen to old school music back then, there were many crap music artists today as of today. No mumble rap,
Yeah,
no crappy singers or slutty singers or whatever. I don't know. You get what I'm saying.
yeah,
Just more talent back in the day. There weren't as many. But yeah, um, I can't be too loud because I'm at the gym. But
Okay.
shoot.
But anyways, one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is okay. So, Funny Guy and J Dog, if you haven't noticed, you could say that this person, let me see, this guy named Caden, he's actually in my live chat now, officially supporting
Oh
me.
yeah, I heard of. Oh yeah, I heard of him. I heard of his channel. He seems cool.
yeah,
I've seen his channel before. He seems like a cool dude.
yeah. He might seem like a good person. I might check him out. Oh, sorry about the background noise.
You're good. But honestly, Kadeem needs to realize that not all of rap music is perfect. There's some we're dealing, because as of today, we're dealing with mumble rap, and you know, and and even back then, there's crappy artists back in the day too. You know,
Yup.
that's what Kadeem needs to understand. No, I don't like the genre because of it's different or stuff. I don't know. Not all of it is. All I can say is not all of rap music is good. There's some good. Not all. I don't know. I said I don't know what. I don't know. Sorry if I stutter. I don't know. I'm in public right now. I don't want people. I don't know.
It's about the hard work that you put into not the
I don't
decade
know.
or the
I
year.
don't know. But anyways, the point is, I'm not. There's no surprise that Kadeem is starting crap as usual. No
Yeah.
surprise. Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said yeah.
Sure. Oh, you getting ready to go?
No, I'm gonna work out.
Oh, okay.
Had a long day, bro.
Oh, okay.
Trained a couple clients. What you gonna do today?
Oh, I'm just putting my stuff up.
Okay, did you come to work out?
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
What you do?
Oh yeah, I was about to do my cardio. Hold on.
All right then.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, umbrella. This is the wrong time for me to send. This was the wrong time to send the link, but just next time, ask if I want to join. Cause I could, you
Oh,
may
okay.
never know. I could be at somewhere.
Yeah. And send the streamer link sooner, not later. Just sooner.
I wouldn't say sooner, but just send the links when I'm not busy doing stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also agree with my suggestion.
Okay. So,
Anyways, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to pop in. I'm not gonna. I said I wasn't gonna be here for too long, but I know my testimony wasn't the greatest because of my stuttering and stuff. I don't want to embarrass myself when I'm in public, but I don't want people thinking I'm talking to myself. But anyways, I'm gonna go. But
See ya.
but but yeah, umbrella. Next, no offense, but this is a quick constructive criticism. Next time you gotta ask, kinda.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna go now. So I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Okay, so all I can really say as of right now is you actually heard it from the man himself, J Dog, about his testimony in regards to Kadeem. So, yeah, all I can really say as of right now is nothing about this is actually surprising. So, yeah. But anyways, funny guy, I'll let you say your piece though, and I'm pretty sure that both of us can agree with each other that what Kadeem did was not what he did was idiotic, and as a result, he got a response from me. Anyways, funny guy, now you can say your piece if you want to right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to J Dog has a point. It's like when it comes to like music, it's about the talent, it's about the hard work, it's about the quality that you put in, not the year or decade or a week or a month. It's not about the time. It's about the talent and the hard work, and it's about the quality that you put in, right?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Killer Cyber Slayer?
Wait, is he actually here? Give me 1 second, really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the live chat really quick because I want to make sure if he's actually, here. Just give me 1 second, really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go on ahead and see who is gonna be my live chat. Let's see right here, right now. We've got Killer Cyber Slayer 99. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Killer Cyber Slayer 99. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far.
Yep. If I'm gonna use Killer Cyber Slayer's catchphrase, Kadeem has no good taste. He has no good taste.
Wait, who said that?
I'm just using Killer Cyber Slayer's catchphrase.
Oh, okay. Well, if he wants to join, I'll send him the link though.
Oh, I mean, he can stay in the live chat if he wants to. He doesn't necessarily have to join though.
Oh, okay then.
So yeah, that's up to him. Spirit he speak real truth about music. Both Spirit and GG Venom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I just sent it to him, but that's up to him though. Yep. So I'm gonna see if he wants to join or not. Okay, so I might send it to him in other social media platforms.
All right.
Yep, that's up to him though. Yep, he should have the link, and it should be like on. I think it should be on Discord.
Yep. And Rage Master says, I do agree with Steve, aka the EC96, that old school music is better, but that doesn't mean it's perfect. Yeah, not every music is perfect. You're right.
Yep, that's just how it is though.
Yep. So when are you gonna end the stream?
Wait, say that again.
When are you gonna end the stream?
I'll tell you in a bit.
All right then.
Yep, I will say it in a bit. Okay, so we just reached the 1 hour and 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna go on ahead and keep this live stream for another 1 more hour. And after that, I'm gonna be ending this live stream around the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. So funny guys, since you're actually here and stuff right now, we have plenty of time before I actually end this live stream. So I've already said what I needed to say in regards to Kadeem. So yeah, I will keep this live stream going for, some more time, you could say.
Okay, okay. I can stay for I think 5 minutes or something. Maybe 3.
Okay, I mean, it's up to you.
Or maybe 1 minute.
Okay, if you have to do some things, then I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some other things.
But anyways, I think most likely tomorrow I might have a better live stream.
I don't think your stream is that bad.
I mean, I don't usually make these type of live streams, but today it had to be done.
Alright then.
Yeah, but if Kadeem happens to respond to me, then most likely I'm not going to be caring.
Alright then.
Yep, but so far the sessions has been going good so far.
Yep.
But anyways, is there anything that you want to talk about, funny guy?
Nothing much.
Oh, okay then. Not even your fluffiness.
That's funny. Has it been 1 minute yet?
You know, I'm just joking.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. Expel. I guess you can say expelled. That's
Okay.
a school term for terminated on YouTube. So yeah.
Wait, isn't it?
Well, I guess so. Alright, I think it has been 1 minute, so yeah, I have to go now. So see you later.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
See ya.
And Bluiness. Yep, alright, see you later, Reach Master. Goodbye.
Okay, so you just heard it from the man himself. So all I can really say as of right now is, in regards to the Funnigan 9000, he was able to say his piece on what he needed to say. So yeah, so as you people can actually see as of right now is myself, the Funnigan 9000, and finally J Dog. The three of us don't want to associate with them whatsoever. But I'm just very thankful that at least I got like two people that are willing to say their piece. Though, of course, I mean it would have been cool if I at least invited, the other two people, but I think most likely they were busy though, or I would have invited like another person as well. But I guess you could say that they're like busy with some things. Yep. But anyways, this response had to be done, and yeah. So, anyways, I'm not quite sure what else we could talk about though. But anyways, this live stream had to be done though. Like it really had to be done. But one thing that I am going to be saying though, as of right now, is the response wasn't even all that long. Like it honestly, it just wasn't. You know. But anyways, I don't normally like to make these types of responses though. But for this one, it had to be done though because well, it was necessary though because it's like this. Someone in this community has to call out Kadeem's actions, and for me, I have to do it because I am the leader in this community. I mean, I'm only gonna say that for content purposes. I can understand that Spirit 21 is the leader in this community, but no offense to Spirit Dude, I like him. Like he's my best friend. As a matter of fact, he's like a big brother to me. But the problem is for Spiritu, he needs to step up with his leadership skills. I get that he doesn't want to be involved, but for this one, it had to be done though. Like for real. And keep this in mind when it comes to KenzieJoy230, she strongly supports me, Spirit 21, and other members in this community. I mean, at one point she used to support Kadeem the King, but not anymore because Kenzie actually found out what his true colors were. And yeah, that's the one thing that I want to say though going forward. So yeah, that's pretty much one thing that I want to say in regards to Kenzie Joy to 30 though. Yep. But I'm not quite sure if she's gonna make an appearance in the slide chat though. Well, to be fair, it's up to Kenzie of what she actually wants to be doing though, of course. But unfortunately, I don't have her on social media though. I mean, she's only on YouTube though, so I don't think I have her like on Facebook, Discord, and Instagram. But if she happens to make an account on either on those social media platforms, then I'd be up for it. Like I can actually would want to have a civil conversation with her because when it comes to KenzieJoy230, she has been strongly been supporting my content though. And I'm not going to take that for granted though, because I actually really like to interact with her. But it would have been something if she was actually in the live chat though. But if Kenzie was unable to make it though, then most likely she could check out more of this live stream when she actually has time to be doing so. And if she wants to leave a comment, when she actually has the chance to, then that's entirely up to her though. Or better yet, if she wants to interact with me on more, then she could do so, like for example right now or any of my future live streams though. But the choice is up to KenzieJoy230 herself of what she actually wants to be doing though. But thankfully I was able to defend her along with the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. So yeah. But I think most likely I'm gonna be defending Kenzie more. I mean, yes, I am defending Black Sheep of the War 98, but I am gonna be defending Kenzie Joy to 30 more because at least for Kenzie, she actually does have a YouTube channel though. So that's the one thing that I gotta give her credit for. But unfortunately, I don't think that she's making content though, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the unfortunate part that I don't think that she's making content though, and that's a bit unfortunate in a way. But when it comes to Kenzie though, I think most likely she'll be in collaboration videos with Spirit 21, for example. But that's up to her what she actually wants to be doing though. I can't really speak for Kenzie, but one thing that I have witnessed is Kenzie has made some videos in regards to this community though. Not in her own channel though, but in Spirit 21's channel though, of course. But when it comes to Kenzie Joy 230 though, is I never once had an issue with her, and she is more than welcome to be in my live chats at any time though, because one thing that I have been noticing about her is she is my number one female subscriber / supporter of all time. So that's the one thing that I want to give credit to Kenzie Joy 230 though, because she has been strongly been supporting my content. I'm not quite sure how long she's been like supporting me though, but I have met her through Spirit 21 though. So and when it comes to Kenzie Joy 230, is she likes to strongly support all the members in this community though. But one thing that I have been noticing when it comes to Kenzie though is I'm pretty certain that she is a big committed member in this community that you people are in right now. That being the Umbrella Spear community though, of course. I'm pretty sure that some of the members from Umbrella Spear community, they're in Gold Spear community, but that's entirely up to them, of course. But one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is that's up to them of what they actually want to be doing though. But one thing that I would consider, you could say a W, is we're actually having more and more members of Umbrella Spear community. So that's the one thing that I want to say though, going forward though. I would say we're even having more members than the Gold Spear community. But that's just me. Yep. But anyways, hopefully that you people are just enjoying this live stream as of right now because I'm just trying to get my points across in a way. So that is the one thing that I want to say in regards to the people that are just checking out this live stream. Yep. But anyways, I'm not quite sure what else we could talk about though. But this live stream had to be done though, of course, because what Kadeem did, especially in regards to KenzieJoy230, that is not going to be acceptable whatsoever though. And I am going to be talking with certain members in this community, and I get that they're neutral with Kadeem the King, But let me tell you this though. All I can really say as of right now is, this had to be done because this is the one thing that I'm not going to tolerate whatsoever. You know, when it comes to Kadeem the King, and if Kadeem is seriously trying to bring back his so-called, you know, kingdom or what's the name called, Kadeem's kingdom, then he's full of shit. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what you actually mean by that, but but the point that I'm actually trying to make though as of right now is in regards to this community though, is at least we're actually staying strong and at least it's actually taking a step in the right direction though. But in regards to the other community, Gold Spirit community, I have to agree with some people. Like this community needs to find a way to step up and actually make this community better in a way. Yep. But thankfully, I was able to say what I needed to say in regards to the response that Kadeem had to do. So yeah, and I gotta say that response that I actually did though, it was actually like literally pretty short. And here I thought it would be long though. Yep. But then again, there are times where Kadeem can do his responses whenever he's live, of course, whether it's like a short one or even a long one. But it's up to I don't know. It's up to the response, what kind of response that I actually do. But I gotta say, throughout that response that Kadeem did, it's like, okay, for one, I can barely understand what he actually said because let's be for real on this. It's like, yeah, this is the one thing that I want to say though, so right now. Okay, I feel like 50% of the time you can barely understand what Kadeem is actually saying because, yeah, pretty much. But anyways, all I can really say as to right now is, I can barely understand what he's actually saying. So that is the one thing that I want to be saying though going forward. But anyways, let me just go on ahead and see if I can check something out really quick. So yeah, yep. But anyways, hopefully people are just enjoying this live stream. But anyways, I'm not quite sure what else we could talk about as of right now. But one thing that is for certain though is this live stream is most likely going to stay up, so that way you people are more than welcome to check it out more and more if you actually want to, and and if Kadeem happens to, find this live stream and respond to it, most likely I'm not going to worry about what he said. But if he tries to get like certain members in his community involved in his so-called battle with TD Venom again, I will be calling out his actions. So that is the one thing that I want to be saying going forward. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some comments really quick. Okay, let me see this comment. Okay, let me see what the person's gonna be saying or what I believe he's gonna be saying. I honestly never like Kadeem, especially his dry content. I honestly don't blame you, Caden. Like that is the one thing I could definitely agree with you on because for me personally, I tried to get into his content at one time before. I know that some of the members in his community were cool with him, but to be fair, I mean, I tried to see if he was either like a good person or a bad person, but it turns out he is just an awful human being. Like he actually is. And Kaden, since you're actually here in the live chat, one thing I want to say in regards to Kadeem is I heard recently, and I'm not even gonna bullshit you with this one, and I apologize if I had to say that. So I heard recently that Kadeem had the nerve to disrespect his own grandmother on one of his YouTube shorts. And if that's the case, then I don't even know what to tell you about Kadeem because he's known to be doing stuff like this, disrespecting, people in general. And I never thought that he would disrespect his own grandmother. I mean, I will say this though, I have a grandmother of my own, but you don't see me doing this type of shit to my own grandmother because for me personally, I actually treat my grandmother with respect. Something that Kadeem actually never does ever in his life. Like if he thinks like disrespecting his own grandmother and using that for like views and attention is going to get him somewhere, then think again. Because all I can really say as of right now is I don't find any of that to be funny whatsoever. Like nothing about that is actually funny. Like disrespecting your own grandmother like that, I don't find that to be funny whatsoever. Like it honestly just isn't. Yeah, like I have to agree where you're coming from. Like that's just not right. That's like abusing your own grandparents. Like I'm gonna have to agree. Yep. So I'm pretty sure to the people in Latcha can actually agree where I'm actually coming from because this type of behavior is not going to be tolerated whatsoever. Like it honestly just isn't though. So and I never thought that Kadeem would actually be doing this type of shit whatsoever. Like for real. Yep. But thankfully, I made the right choice by making this live stream, though, of me defending KenzieJoy230 along with the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. And thankfully, I was able to expose Kadeem the King. Yep. Okay, give me 1 second really quick because I want to make sure if. Wait, hold on 1 second. I want to see if, there's a DM really quick. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so this should be interesting, though. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick because I want to make sure if there's anything new. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can get to some of these comments really quick. So yeah. Yep. Anyways, I do apologize if I'm kind of like hesitating a bit, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm just doing some things while I'm actually focusing on this live stream. Yeah, I'm actually doing some things while I'm actually trying to focus more on this live stream. Okay, but anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see what Killer Cyber Slayer 99 going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. The Babla Misfits made a video on him. Yeah, like that is the one thing that I have been noticing as of right now, Killer Cyber Slayer 99. But anyways, one thing that I want to say though as of right now is thankfully, I at least have the Bad Blood Misfits that are actually backing me up though. Okay, so one thing that I want to say in regards to, the people that are watching this right now is I'm actually a member of the Bad Blood Misfits and most likely I'll be a committed member though, of course. But anyways, oh by the way, for those who don't know, I'm actually a member. So you could say that there's a group channel called the Bad Blood Misfits. Well, to be fair, it's called the Bad Blood Misfits Reloaded though. But thankfully I'm a member though, and for those who actually don't know, I can actually make content within that group channel now. So I have to give a special huge shout out to Killer Cyber Slayer 99 for giving me access to it and to some of the other members though, of course. I mean, to be fair, this is gonna be like my opinion though, of course. So you could say that I have made like at least how do I say this? Yes, I have been making some content within like the Bad Blood Misfits though, but I want to see if I can try to make some more content within that group channel though. I'm not quite sure when I'll be making content though, but hopefully that I will be able to make some content though. So and hopefully I'll be able to have that chance to get to know some people within the Bad Blood Misfits though. And I'm actually referring to the group channel, Reloaded, of course. So that is the one thing I want to say going forward when it comes to the group channel, though, of course. Yep. But anyways, I just never thought that the Babylon Misfits would actually, would be calling out, Kadeem the King's actions, though, of course. But in all honesty, he actually deserved it. So for those who don't know, there's actually a video within the Babylon Misfits Reloaded where, the video was I'm not quite sure. I think I know who made the video though, but I'm not gonna say who it is. But I do believe I know who actually made it though, but I'm not gonna say who it is though. So, anyways, getting to the point though is, yeah, the group channel actually called out, Kadeem the King being one, and there was two other individuals though, but I'm not gonna be saying what their names are, but I will say at least one of them though. So not only did the Babylon Mythos Reloaded called out Kadeem the King, but they also called out a certain Game fan. Which, keep in mind, I am not going to be saying what his name is because this live stream is not. It's not even about him because this live stream is mostly about Kadeem the King though. So yeah. But at the same time, I'm not going to be worried too much about that certain Game fan. I'm just not, because this live stream is mostly about Kadeem the King only. But not only I expose him. One thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is thankfully I was able to defend both KenzieJoy230 and not to mention the homie Black Sheep of the War 98. Because as a leader in this community, I had to do what I thought was right. And if there's one thing that I am not going to tolerate whatsoever, is I am not going to let this scamming princess start shit with members in this community whatsoever. Like, it's not going to happen whatsoever. And I will be having some serious conversations with some of the members in this community, though, of course. I'm not quite sure when that will happen, though, but it is going to happen, though. Because, you know, I mean, yes, I am the leader in this community though, but I'm not the only leader, and I will be having a conversation with the other leader, of course. I mean, yes, he might be busy though, of course, but I'm not quite sure when I'll make that happen though. But and I get that he wants to make some content, some good content. As a matter of fact, great content. But at the same time, he needs to step up with his leadership skills, and I'm actually referring to Spirit 21 though, of course. Like, listen. I've got nothing against Bear Dude. Like, he has been like strongly been supporting my content for the past like 3 years or so, and I greatly appreciate that. But it's just he needs to step up with his leadership skills, and I can understand that he doesn't want to get himself involved, of course. But when it comes to situations like this, he needs to step up with his leadership skills. And I would just really like the fact that if we can actually have some, new members within Gold Spear community. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening anytime soon because, listen, the problem with the Gold Spear community is they are just defending Kadeem the King's action. It's like, no, that's not how you do stuff in your own community. You're supposed to call it out, though. I mean, yes, it's one thing if you don't want to get yourself involved, but when it comes to situations that are like this, you have to say your piece and actually step up with your leadership skills. Otherwise, this scamming princess is gonna keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. And it's like we had enough. Like we honestly just had enough of Kadeem the King. And I'm pretty sure that the people in the live chat can actually agree where I'm actually coming from. Yep. But I mean, it would have been cool if the homie Black Shoes number 98 would be here, but sadly though, he's not even around on YouTube though. I'm not gonna say the full details, so yeah. But if there's a chance of KenzieJoy230 is in the live is in this live chat, whether it's like today or one of my future live streams, then she is more than welcome to join. Like she literally can join at any time. But I think most likely she only joins his live chats though, sadly though. So I don't think she'll I don't know. It's up to her if she wants to join my StreamYard panels though, but I'm not quite sure she has like the proper device to be joining though. But if KenzieJoy230 needs help with that, then I am more than welcome to actually help her out anyway. Because, she's a strong subscriber, supporter of mine, and that is the one thing that I have to appreciate from KenzieJoy230, of course. So yeah. But anyways, let me go on ahead and see if there's gonna be something new with the live chat, especially with some new comments though. But if there's not really gonna be anything that's all that new, then I can't really, say anything too much about that, of course. So, anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be something new really quick in the live chat. But if there's not really anything else, then most likely I've already said what I needed to say. But one thing that is for certain though, and this is a fact, this live stream had to be done. Like it honestly did. But one thing that I'm also going to be saying though, as of right now, is, and this is also going to be a fact. If I find out if this happens like again, I'm going to keep doing. I mean, one thing that is going to be for certain though is I'm going to keep calling out Kadeem the King's actions though. Yep. But keep this in mind though, when it comes to live streams that are like this though, of course, is we're gonna have to wait and see what will happen though, of course. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna check out some things really quick. So just give me 1 second really quick and yeah. Okay, so let me just check to see what's been new really quick. So okay. Okay, so this is honestly a surprise. So let me go on ahead and just check this out really quick. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on ahead and check this out really quick. But anyways, to the people that are watching as of right now, hopefully the people are just enjoying this. I mean, you could say that usually I would do an open forum, but for this one, it had to be done though, of course. But one thing that I want to say though, going forward though, is let's say as an example, even if Kadeem tries to look for this live stream and tries to make a response or something, like even if it's like today or tomorrow, I'm not even gonna focus on Kadeem tomorrow. I've got like another live stream that I do want to be doing though. So if Kadeem happens to check out this live stream, then I'm not going to care because I've got like other live streams that I do plan on focusing on. So that is the one thing that I want to say going forward. But anyways, let me see if there's anything new really quick in the live chat. And so far, I'm not really seeing anything all that new though. But anyways, let me see what else has been new from my end really quick. Okay, so I think most likely I'm going to go on ahead and just check this out really quick. Okay, so let me go on ahead and just see this really quick. Okay, so I don't even know too much about this, but I think most likely I might be able to check this out, but right after this, this live stream possibility, but who knows? Yep. But anyways, let me just check to see if there's anything else that's been like going on really quick. Okay, so far nothing. Okay, so anyways, let me go on ahead and see if there's anything new really quick in the live chat because I want to make sure that people are actually, are going to be expressing themselves. Okay, so far nothing yet. Okay, so we just reached the 2 hour mark, so I'm gonna keep the slashing going for another 30 more minutes, and after that, I'm gonna be ending this live stream around the 2 hour and 30 minute mark. So, anyways, let's just go on ahead and just talk about some other things. So, yeah. But anyways, if you people have any like topics that you want to talk about, like random topics, then you're more than welcome to do so. Or if you want to just keep talking about, your, or what I meant to say is, if you want to just talk about your experience with Kadeem the King, then you're more than welcome to do so. But if you have like more experience with Kadeem the King, then you're more than welcome to say that too as well. Yep. But pretty much, I've already said what I needed to say. You know, But if he happens to respond to this, then I'm not gonna worry too much about him. But I'll only do it when it's like absolutely necessary because that video response that he literally did though, like, it's not surprising whatsoever. Like anything that Kadeem does, it's like I don't know. He keeps making a complete ass out of himself. Like that's the best way that I can see Kadeem. You know. So that is the one thing that I want to say going forward because anything that that guy does, he's burying himself like further and further and further. Like, no joke. Yep. And one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is any live stream he does, it's like it's pretty much gonna be just drama content, which doesn't really come as a shock. Like it honestly just doesn't. Anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and check out this other thing really quick. Okay, so yeah, most likely I'm just gonna go on ahead and just check it out. But anyway, to the people in the live chat, hopefully that you just enjoyed this live stream. But for me personally, though, I mean, you could say it was a good live stream. I may not enjoy it all that much, but for this live stream, it had to be done though. I I mean, all I can really say right now is this: I don't normally like to make these type of live stream, but for this one, it had to be done. So that's the one thing that I want to say going forward. But let me see if there's anything else that I need to check up on. So yeah, yep. Anyways, I'm not gonna be worried too much about that. But anyways, I'm just gonna go on ahead and keep this live stream going for a bit, and then most likely I'm just gonna go on ahead and just end this. So if there's any new comments that you people want to be saying though, then go on ahead and just say it, and then most likely I'll be able to check it out or so. So yeah, that's the one thing that I want to say. Okay, so most likely I'm gonna go on ahead and just save some comments really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go on ahead and just save this one. So let me see if there's gonna be some other comments though, really quick, because in a little while I am gonna be ending this live stream because there's nothing more for me to say though. I've already said my points across, and yeah. But can you at least imagine if Kadeem were to actually be in my live chat and actually, try to confront me though? I mean, I don't know. Well, one thing that I want to say though, as of right now, is I think at one point Kadeem tried to do his own StreamYard panels, or his own StreamYard streams, but look how that turned out. Yeah, pretty much. So that is the one thing that I want to be saying. Oh boy, is it just me, or is there some type of romantic comments in my live chat? But at the same time, I mean, for me personally, I don't mind it. Like if some people actually want to just say romantic comments to each other, it doesn't really matter if it's like a man or a woman, etc. Then for me personally, I'm just gonna just allow it. So that's just my opinion, though. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comments though, really quick, because in a little while I am gonna be ending this live stream though, because I've already said what I needed to say, and yeah. And keep in mind that response that Kadeem did, like what he did, today, it was flat out pathetic, garbage, and I can barely understand what he was actually saying though. And he wants to claim that his disses destroy people. Well, guess what? Keep in mind, we're still here. So, yeah. So, all I can really say as of right now is, you know, it's just so ironic that, he thinks his so called disses can actually destroy people. Which, keep in mind, his so called disses are nothing but fifth grade insults at best. It's like, if this is the best that he can offer, then try again because it's not affecting me. It's not affecting the members of this community. So anything that Kadeem does, he makes a complete ass out of himself. That's what he likes to do. So yeah. And not to mention, one thing that I want to say in regards to Kadeem, and this is going to be my opinion though. So one thing that I can describe him as, and this is just coming from me, is he's a low cal. So yeah. Okay, so one thing I want to say right now in regards to the people in the live chat is it's understandable when it comes to like romantic comments and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I've got nothing against if people want to be romantic in the live chat, like that is fine though. I'm not gonna get onto people for that. Like they are able to say anything that they want to be saying though. Like, I'm not gonna like, how do I say this? I'm not gonna have a thing against people if if they want to express themselves, especially if it comes to being romantic and stuff like that. Yep. But I just never thought that I'm gonna be thinking for kind of purposes. I just never thought that Caden would actually you know was able to find my channel and actually subscribe to me. Or wait, is he? Let me see if he subscribed to me. I mean, he should be though. But in a way, I would consider him a supporter of mine. But one thing I want to say in regards to Caden, though, I mean, if it means anything, I mean, I wouldn't mind if he actually has a chance to be joining my streamer panels in the future, though. But at the same time, I would have to get to know Caden, though, of course. So if he wants to be like a member in this community, though, then I would have to get to know Caden more. But it was actually a good thing. He was actually in my live chat. He is supporting me. But for me personally, I would have to get to know Caden more. But whenever I actually got the chance to, I want to make that happen. But I'm not quite sure, if he's on like other social media platforms though. But I want to see if I can try to make that happen though. Yep. So hopefully I will have that chance to be doing so. I'm not quite sure when I'll make that happen though, but it is gonna happen though. And if Kaden wants to be a member in this community though, then I will make an exception though. But keep this in mind, I'm not the only leader in this community. It's also Spirit 21, of course. So yeah. So this is gonna be my honest opinion though, and this is going in regards to Caden though. So okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to Caden is this. Okay, so Caden, if you're actually still watching this live stream, if you actually want to be like a member of the Umbrella Spirit community, you would have to get to know me more though. So if you have like, you know, if you are on other social media platforms, then we can actually talk from there. But not only that, but you're gonna have to talk to me and Spirit 21, of course, because both me and Spirit Dude were actually the leaders of the Umbrella Spirit community, of course. Yep. But it's entirely up to Kaden of what he actually wants to be doing, though. So yeah. Oh, okay. Well, all I can really say as of right now is I have to thank you for that update that he's actually on Instagram. But well, keep in mind, I am on Instagram, but I'm not really active all that much though on Instagram. But I'm gonna see if I can make some time to make sure I can actually try to get to know Kaden from there. So keep in mind, I don't know too much about Kaden, but hopefully I will have that chance to get to know him because I want to see if I can try to make that happen though, of course, because I honestly don't mind if I actually get to know him more. Yep. But anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments though, because I am gonna be ending this live stream in a bit though, not right now though, but in a bit, and then pretty much I've already said what I needed to say. So that's the one thing that I want to say going forward, though. So, but anyways, I think most likely I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can try to, save these comments. Of course. Okay, let me go on ahead and see if I can, check out these comments. Yep. So let me go on ahead and just do this really quick. Okay. So here we go. This should be able to do the trick. Yep. Okay. Here we go. That should be able to do it. All right, so now I'll be able to save this one. Yep, there we go. That should be able to do it. Anyway, to the people that are watching this right now, hopefully that I mean, this live stream it wasn't all that fun though, but you know, I had to say what I needed to say in regards to Kadeem though. Yep. But anyway, to the people in the live chat, if I happen to miss some comments though, then I apologize. But I had to say what I needed to say because that response it was necessary. Like it had to be done. Yep. All right. So now I'm gonna go on ahead and just save this one. All right. There we go. But I can actually agree with what some of your people are actually saying though as of right now. Yep. Okay. So let me see if I can get to some of the previous comments really quick. So yep. Okay, this one was actually good. I think it's like referring to like of him, doing a live stream or something, and then all of a sudden he like deletes it or removes it. Yeah, removes it or deletes it. Which keep in mind when it comes to stuff like that, it's no surprise that Kadeem, you know, likes to do stuff that's like that. Yep. So that is the one thing that I have been noticing in regards to Kadeem. Yep. So you could say that Kadeem has a habit of doing that. It's like he makes content and then, you could say like the very next minute he ends up deleting it. So no one's gonna take him all that seriously if he keeps doing that. It's like he makes content, deletes it, makes content, deletes it. It's like make up your mind. And this is one of the reasons why people don't want to associate with them whatsoever. So yeah. Anyways, let me go on ahead and see if there's a new comment really quick. Let me see. Okay, let me see what the person gonna be saying, or what I believe the person gonna be saying. Kane is a metalhead. He likes metal music, growling, screaming, video games, anime, and cartoons. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now is that is actually quite a surprise. That I never thought that Kaden would actually be into is a metalhead. He likes metal music, growling, screaming, video games, anime, and cartoons. Well, at the same time, I want to see if I can try to make some time if I can get to know him more, but I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to make that happen, though, of course. But I want to see if I can try to make that happen, though, because I honestly wouldn't mind if I actually get to know Caden more. Yep. So hopefully I will have the chance to be doing so. Hopefully that I will have the chance to be doing so. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can check out some previous comments really quick because you people in the live chat are just awesome, man. I just never thought that you people would just be roasting, Kadeem. Yep. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else that I'm actually missing. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is I can definitely 100% agree with these people. Yep, pretty much. Okay, so this one, let me see if I can get to this one really quick. Okay, so for this one, like I can agree with this comment really quick. Let me see if I can get to this previous comment. Let me see. Yeah, it's like for the most part, it's like Kadeem is like a total fucking idiot for what he's been doing. It's like, what can I say? He makes content, deletes it, makes content, deletes it. And the way I see it, that's just an idiotic move that he's ever done. It's like, how are people going to take you all that seriously when all you ever do is like, make content, delete it, make content, delete it? It's like, no one's going to take them all that seriously. And not to mention, I have more support than Kadeem will ever have. Yep. And the way I see it as of right now is this is gonna be my honest opinion though, is nothing about Kadeem is actually surprising. Like literally nothing about him is actually surprising. But anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see if I can get to some new comments so really quick because I think there's some new people in the live chat. Okay. Okay. So let's see who is in my live chat right here, right now. Hey Max, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Max. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But Anyways, Max, all I can really say as of right now is, it's actually good to see that you're actually in my live chat, but and I know that you're wondering about this live stream. So I think most likely I will get to my points. Yes, my points across, and then hopefully that you can understand where I'm actually coming from. But hopefully, yes, I want you to understand where I'm coming from because this live stream had to be done. So, but let me see if I can get to your next comment. Okay, so let me see what you are going to be saying or what I believe you're going to be saying. What's going on now? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Max. Okay, so I'll tell you what's been going on. So just recently, Kadeem the King tried to make things personal, or as a matter of fact, he made things personal by making, his stupid ass response and trying to start shit with members in his community, of course. Or not only that, he's just trying to start drama with people in general, which is something I am not going to tolerate whatsoever. Like it's not gonna happen. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, Max. But hopefully this is gonna be like a one response that I will be doing in regards to Kadeem. And if he happens to make another one, at this point, I am not going to be caring about Kadeem whatsoever. Yep. So, anyways, Max, hopefully that you can understand where I'm actually coming from. But Max, one thing I want to say in regards to you is I think most likely I'll have like a better live stream in regards to tomorrow though. So anyway, to the people that are watching this right now, hopefully that you people can actually try to stay tuned for my, live stream that's gonna be happening tomorrow. So most likely it will be happening though. So hopefully it'll be like a much better, live stream. Yeah. So that is the one thing that I want to say going forward though. So just give me 1 second, and I'm gonna go on ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comment. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can get to some, other comments really quick. Okay, let me see what Max is gonna be saying or what I believe he's gonna be saying. So if you tell the short version of the story, typical Kadeem. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can try to make this short though, Max. But yeah, but Max, I think I can actually back you up. With your experience about Kadeem because Max, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe I was in a live stream with you, and then out of nowhere, Kadeem, was in the streamer panel with us trying to start shit. So I know what it feels like, Max, because the way I see it, I think you and I are in the same boat because we did not even do anything wrong to this guy. It's like the dude wants to start shit with us for no reason, all because we do not care about his content. It's like who cares? And he wants to quote unquote diss us. But let me see what Max is gonna be saying, or what I believe he's gonna be saying. I'll be at work tomorrow. Sadly. Okay then. Okay, so one thing I want to say as of right now, Max, is most likely this is gonna be like for tomorrow, really quick. Let me see if I can try to put this in the live chat really quick. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm missing something. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry too much about that. But anyways, Max, one thing that I know for certain though is, and I get that you recommend that I make some, positive content. As a matter of fact, more positive content. But for this one, this live stream had to be done though. But yeah. But anyways, Max, if you're actually still here in the live chat, this is what I put. So most likely this is gonna happen by tomorrow though. But I'm not gonna say what like the full details are. But anyways, let me see what you're gonna be saying right now, Max, or what I believe you're gonna be saying. Not gonna lie, Kadeem is kind of a dick. I actually have to agree where you're actually coming from. Well, to be fair, Max, I mean, Kadeem, as a matter of fact, he is a dick because, we did not even do anything wrong to this guy, like whatsoever. and he likes to instigate drama. It's like this. Any live stream that Kadeem goes to, he wants to start shit with people for no reason and thinking that I don't even know. He wants to think like he's like the greatest, but if that's the case, then why don't you have like a lot of subscribers or supporters? And not to mention, I have like way more support than Kadeem will ever have. So yeah, pretty much. But anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick. Yeah, some other comments really quick. Okay, let me see what Max is gonna be saying right here, right now. He's also not the greatest YouTuber of all time. I have to agree where you're actually coming from, Max, because I don't even know why he would have this mindset. It's like he's not the greatest of all time because if that was the case, then why don't you actually, edit your videos or make your own thumbnails? He doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. I mean, I may not make videos myself though, but at least I know how to make live streams though. And not only that, I can also make thumbnails. Well, to be fair, the thumbnails of what you're getting now through my channel or are AI thumbnails. And guess who makes them for me? StreamYard. So I actually go to the StreamYard website and they actually make my own thumbnails. Okay, let me see what Max is going to be saying right now. I'm pretty sure I have more subscribers than Kadeem. I'm pretty sure that you actually do, Max. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can look into your channel really quick. So let me go on ahead and just check this out for myself, and I'll be able to check it out. Oh, okay. So I just checked out your channel as of right now, Max, and it turns out you actually do have, more subscribers. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can make a comparison. So let me start off with your channel right now, Max. So I think this is your subscriber range. And I think okay, so I think I'm gonna be using this for content purposes. So I think this is your subscriber range right here, the numbers. Okay, so and I think most likely I'm gonna get to Kadeem subscriber range. Okay, let me see if I can put this in the live chat really quick. Okay, so AB people are actually watching this as of right now. So as you can see, as of right here, so this should be max subscriber range, the first one, and the one right next to it in the bottom, that's most likely Kadeem's subscriber range. So in a way, I would say that Max has like more subscribers than Kadeem does. Yep. But at the same time, this is gonna be my honest opinion, though. I just really hope that Max, you can actually have more subscribers. Though I'm not quite sure when you're gonna be able to do that, though. But I think I am subscribed to your channel. But if I'm not, I think most likely I'll check out more of your content and stuff like that. But my best advice to you, Max, is just keep making content, though, and I will take your advice though that I want to see if I can try to make some more some positive content. As a matter of fact, more positive content because I actually have to agree where actually coming from, Max, because I think that you recommended me that I should just do some open forums, or better yet, I should try to bring back the chill streams and stuff like that. With the background music. I mean, yes, I can play some background music, but keep in mind one thing I want to say though as of right now, Max, is I could play some background music, but I gotta make sure it's not like copyright material because I am not gonna take the risk whatsoever. Yep. But for the most part, I've been like doing some open form and stuff like that. So I will say at least that though, of course. Yep. But anyways, other than that, let me go on ahead and see if I can get to some more comments really quick. So yeah. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick. So yeah. Okay, let me see what Max is gonna be saying or what I believe he's gonna be saying. He has 157. Haha, this guy is a joke. I have to agree where you're actually coming from, Max, because yeah, he is a joke. As a matter of fact, Max, he's actually more than a joke. In my eyes, he is nothing but a straight up, and I'm gonna say it as of right now, a locale, because that is the best way that I can actually see about Kadeem. But Max, if you actually want more information in regards to Kadeem the King, I would also recommend that you check out TD Venom. And oh, by the way, if you don't know too much about TD Venom, he actually does make some pretty good music. So I would recommend that you actually check out, his content, of course. But Max, it's entirely up to you what you actually want to be doing, though. So, but if you're into music, then I would recommend that you check out, TD Venom. But that's up to you. Anyways, let me see what Max is going to be saying, or what I believe he's going to be saying. This dude can kick rocks. He's not worth it, bro. Okay, so one thing I want to say in regards to you, Max, is I do appreciate, the advice that you're trying to give to me, but at the same time, Max, this had to be done because, if there's one thing that I'm not going to tolerate whatsoever is I'm not going to let this scamming princess start shit with members in this community. Like, it's not going to happen whatsoever. And Max, to be fair, KenzieJoy230 cannot defend herself. So in a way, I have to make this live stream. So well, I will say this though, in regards to the homie Black Sheep of the Rule 98, at least he can defend himself. But if it gets to the point that he can't do it anymore, then I will have to step in. But one thing I want to say is that right now, Max, is if he happens to make another response to me, then most likely I'm not going to care whatsoever. Anyways, let me see who is in my live chat, or I believe who's in my live chat right here, right now. We've got Saya. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Saya. So the one thing I want to say in regards to you is this. Hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not only that, hopefully that you are having a good day so far. But anyway, Saya, since you're actually here as of right now, I mean, yes, I do appreciate they're actually here, but unfortunately, I'm about to end this live stream. So Saya, if you want to actually try to check out more of this live stream, or as a matter of fact, if you want to try to replay it or whatever, yeah, replay it, then that's up to you what you actually want to do. But Saya, I would recommend that you actually check out, my advice, check out the beginning of this live stream. But that's just me. Yep. So that is the one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Saya. But regardless, it was actually good to see you though. So yeah. Anyways, let me see. Okay. I can actually agree where you're actually coming from, what the person said. Yeah, Kadeem is a locale. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go on ahead and see if I can, say my last piece on this, and then I think most likely I'm just gonna go on ahead and just end this. So yeah. Yep. But anyways, one thing I want to say in regards to you, Max. Okay, this is the one last thing I'm gonna be saying in regards to Max. So, anyways, if you want to have a civil conversation with me on Instagram, then I'd be up for it. So yeah. And I guess the one last thing I want to say in regards to Kadeem is fuck off, leave us alone, and actually go somewhere else. Anyways, I'm gonna be ending this live stream because I've already said what I need to say. But anyways, thank you for watching this dope live stream that I was currently doing now. So give this live stream a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next upcoming live stream. Bye, everyone.